Hello everyone, welcome to High School Mathematics channel. Today we are going to learn Class 7 Chapter 5 Triangles Unit Exercise 6th sum onwards. See now question number 6. What is Euler line? Let us see the solution. In a triangle, the centroid G, circumcenter S, incenter I and orthocenter O lie on a straight line. That means if they form collinear points, this line is called as the Euler line. See now question number 7. In which ratio the centroid G divides the median? Let us see the solution. Centroid G divides each median in the ratio of 2:1 from the vertex of a triangle. See now question number 8. Which concurrent points lie outside the obtuse angle triangle? Answer is orthocenter and circumcenter are the concurrent points that lie outside the obtuse angle triangle. See now question number 9. What are the two concurrent points that lies on the right angle triangle? Orthocenter and circumcenter are the two concurrent points that lies on the right angled triangle. See now question number 10. Find the value of x and y in the adjacent figure. Let us see the solution. In triangle ACL, they have given AC is equal to CL. So triangle ACL is an isosceles triangle. Why? Because here two sides are equal. We know in isosceles triangle, the angles which are opposite to equal sides are also equal. So angle A and angle L both are equal. That equals to x degrees. And angle C equal to 56. Why? Because these both angles are vertically opposite angles. In triangle ACL, we know sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So angle A plus angle C plus angle L, that equals to 180 degrees. Previously we have written angle A and angle L are x degrees, angle C is 56 degrees. So x plus 56 plus x, that equals to 180 degrees. That implies x plus x, that is 2x plus 56, that equals to 180 degrees. That implies plus 56 on transposing it becomes minus 56. So 2x equal to 180 minus 56. That implies 2x equal to 180 minus 56, that is 124 degrees. Here 2 is going to multiply. On transposing it becomes divided by. So x equal to 124 by 2. 2 table 124 is 62 times. Therefore we got x value as 62 degrees. We know by exterior angle property, here exterior angle is at angle A, that equals to sum of the interior and opposite angles, that is angle C plus angle L. That implies A means y, that equals to angle C means we got already 56 degrees plus angle L means x, that equals to 62 degrees. That implies y equal to 56 plus 62, that is 118 degrees. Therefore, we got x value as 62 degrees and y value as 118 degrees. See now question number 11. In triangle ABC, angle A is 4 times to angle B and angle C is 5 times to angle B. Find the three angles. Let us see the solution. In triangle ABC, let angle B equals to x. Then they have given angle A is 4 times of angle B, that is 4x. Next angle C is 5 times of angle B, that is 5x. In triangle ABC, we know sum of the angles in a triangle, that is equal to 180 degrees. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C, that equals to 180 degrees. That implies we know angle A 4x plus angle B x plus angle C 5x, that equals to 180 degrees. 4x plus x, that is 5x. 5x plus 5x, that is 10x, that equals to 180 degrees. Here 10 is going to multiply. On transposing it becomes divided by. So x equal to 180 degrees by 10, that equals to 18 degrees. Therefore x value is 18 degrees. See now angle B equals to x degrees, that is 18 degrees. Then angle A equals to 4x, that equals to 4 into 18 degrees, that is 72 degrees. Next, angle C is 5x, that equals to 5 into 18, that is 90 degrees. Therefore, three angles are 72 degrees, then 18 degrees and 90 degrees. See now question number 12. Ladder was faced to a wall. One end of the ladder was making 70 degrees with the floor. Find the angle of the other end of the ladder with the wall. Observe the figure here. Here we have drawn AC as ladder and BC as wall and AB as floor. See now here ladder is making an angle 70 degrees at angle A with the floor, and B is the foot of the wall and it is making an angle that is right angle. Let us see the solution. Let A be the one end of the ladder and C is other end of the ladder and B is foot of the wall. So triangle ABC is formed. In triangle ABC, angle A is 70 degrees, angle B is right angle that is 90 degrees. We know in triangle ABC, sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C, that equals to 180 degrees. That implies angle A 70 degrees plus angle B 90 degrees plus angle C, that equals to 180 degrees. That implies 90 plus 70, that is 160 degrees plus angle C, that equals to 180 degrees. That implies angle C equal to plus 160. On transposing it becomes minus 160. So angle C equal to 180 minus 160, that equals to 20 degrees. Therefore angle C is 20 degrees. So angle of the other end of the ladder is 20 degrees. See now question number 13. Write the possible measurements of angles in the following table. See the table here. Type of the triangle, scale in triangle, equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. Here acute angle triangle, right angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. These are the names given in the table. Here we have to write acute angled and scale in triangle. We know scale in triangle, all three angles are different. See here acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle means all three angles must be acute angles. So we have written here example 40 degrees, 60 degrees and 80 degrees. And we also must remember sum of the angles in a triangle must be 180 degrees. See here 40 degrees, 60 degrees, 80 degrees. All these three angles are less than 90 degrees and some of these angles are 180 degrees. So these are acute angle triangle. Scaling means all three angles must be different. So it satisfied both the triangles. See now equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, all angles must be equal. Acute angle triangle means all the angles must be less than 90 degrees. So here example we have written as 60 degrees, 60 degrees and 60 degrees. See next one isosceles triangle. In an isosceles triangle, two angles must be equal. Acute angle means all the three angles must be less than 90 degrees. So we have written here 50 degrees, 50 degrees and 80 degrees. Here two angles are same. So it is isosceles triangle and all the angles are less than 90 degrees. So it satisfied acute angle triangle also. See now next one right angled triangle. Right angle triangle means one of the angle must have right angle that is equal to 90 degrees. Scaling triangle, all three angles must be different. So here we have written 40 degrees, 50 degrees and 90 degrees. Here all three angles different. So it is scaling triangle. One of the angle is 90 degrees. It is also right angle triangle. See next one. For equilateral triangle there are no such measurements. Next see isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle two angles must be same. Right angle means one angle should have 90 degrees. So we have written here 45 degrees, 45 degrees and 90 degrees. See next one obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle means one of the angle must be greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. Scaling triangle means all three angles must be different. So we have written here 30 degrees, 50 degrees and 100 degrees. 100 degrees is an obtuse angle. Next, all three angles are different, so it is scaling triangle also. For equilateral triangle, no such measurements will be there for obtuse angle triangle. In an isosceles triangle, two angles must be same. For obtuse angle triangle, one of the angle must be greater than 90 and less than 180. So we have written measurements as 30 degrees and 120 degrees. See now question number 14. Write the congruency law in symbolic form for the following triangles. Observe the figure 1. Here two triangles were given. If you observe the triangles, sides LN is equal to PQ. Next is sides MN is equal to OQ and angle N equals to angle Q. Here two sides were equal and one angle is equal. Therefore it is SAS congruency. So by SAS congruency, triangle LNM is congruent to triangle PQO. See now 14th sum, second one. Observe the given triangles. Angle A equals to angle T, side AP equals to side TR and angle P equals to angular. That is here angle, side and an angle were equal. So it is ASA congruency, that is angle, side, angle congruency. Therefore by ASA congruency we can say triangle PAS is congruent to triangle RTC. See now 14th question, third sum. Observe the given triangles. Angle G equals to angle J. That is both are right angles. Next side FH equals to side IK. So that is hypotenuse. Next side GH equals to side JK. So here we observe right angle, hypotenuse and side were equal. So by RHS congruency, that is right angle, hypotenuse, side congruency, triangle FGH is congruent to triangle IJK. See now 14th question, fourth sum. Observe the given triangles. Side BC is equal to KL, side AC equals to side LM and side AB equals to side MK. So by SSS congruency, that is side congruency, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle MKL. Today we have seen chapter 5 triangles unit exercise 6th sum onwards up to 14th sum. By this we have completed our unit exercise and chapter 5. Hope you all like this video. If you like this video, please like, share to your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.